Is it a fair assessment to say this? Because I kind of came to this conclusion today, actually.
Mhm.
Is it a fair assessment to say the GOAT debate for any sport is unfair? And basketball being the forefront of this, is it unfair?
Uh, I don't think it's unfair. One, because it keeps talk going, and two, you gotta have that guy. Like you just gotta have that guy. Like for football, for basketball, for hockey, for like any sport, you have to have that guy. So one, players know what to reach for, and and two, just to have like a pinnacle, like
But can't you categorize it a little bit more to where it's specific? Like, point guards are not the same as a
some
center.
guys just have that effect on a game where it's like you can't, like a Michael Jordan or a Tom Brady or you know Wayne Gretzky. Like some guys just have that effect. Babe Ruth, like just you can't categorize it because they were just way better than everybody else,
But it's like you can
or way better
categorize
than
it.
anybody that you could any ever come up with and think about. Like some guys are just
I think it's just hard because you can individualize it a lot. Like, Magic is a point guard, but also like, Wilt's a center. Like they're not the same, but we compare them anyways, but they're different positions. I think it's very hard to compare different positions. I mean, you're a point
But if
guard,
you were categorizing everything, bro,
but imagine someone
it'd
comparing a
be
center to you, for example. Like that's just it's just you can't. You
you
do things
can't, but
differently.
you can't. But there probably is somebody that'll say like, or you know, or one of our high school teams like somebody was better than me. I don't know. Like the probably is, bro. It's just like that keeps the topic going. Like that. That's good for the sport, bro. The GO conversation is good for the sport of basketball or good for any sport in that matter. Uh, I don't mind it. I think we just, we gotta. What are what are the qualifications? I think that's like the question. Like what are we?
Well, winning, I think, is the forefront of that. I mean, that
Right.
you got to win. Then you got to be individually great. I mean, just those two things alone kind of carry the
That's the
conversation.
pro. Like that changes year by year. That's the problem. It's not who's the GO. Is that changes. It's like some people say if Bron even if Bron gets 6 rings, he'd never be the GOAT. Or even if Bron got 7, he'd never be the GOAT. Or it's like, well, how can you say that? Or you got people who say Jordan's the GOAT, even though Bill Russell has 11. Like it just like the conversation that conversation changes, bro. But it's good for the game. Like what else would you talk about if we were like it'd be a conversation that would never stop.
No, it
Well, this
wouldn't.
point guard, that shooting guard, this point guard. We got a million
I
point
mean,
guards.
we just compared earlier in this video a small forward to a point guard.
Right,
And I
right.
don't even know how long that conversation
Bro, we
lasted,
we was
but
comparing Jokic and
and
SGA.
yeah, it's just fun.
Like, yeah, it's fun to do because and then you gotta think it's a team sport too. So like if this was like an individual sport, it'd be a little harder. But with team sports, like so much of the like you still have the other guys on the team too. So
I
it's
feel like
like,
that's what I feel like individual sports, it's easier because it's just them. Like
right.
with team sports, you got so many other components and factors that you can blame for this guy not winning or whatever. Like with an individual sport, all you have is to blame
But
them.
that's why the GO conversation is good because it's like how do you elevate the other people around you? That also plays into,
Yeah,
you know, the conversation because how could it not? Because what we just agreed on, winning is the first thing that matters. So in winning, And basketball, the sport we talking about, you can't just do it by yourself.
No,
So,
no.
that's why the conversation is good and it's important because it's about who elevates who and who doesn't. And that's why, I understand the KD stuff because it's like, does he
Does he?
really?
Yeah.
He's never really been put in a position where he has to elevate. Well, now we're going to see it, but he's never, or if he has, he hasn't really done that great.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like elevating your team and making one else around you better gets confused with leadership. Because I feel like that's a thing that needs to be clarified because you can be a great leader and not even be the best player on the team. But then also you can be the best player on the team and not be a leader. Like it's
You're
okay.
right.
Like Kevin Durant just
That's what I should say. I should stop saying elevate your game because KD does elevate other people's game around him. He's just not
he's not a
an
vocal
outspoken
person.
leader. Yeah, right,
Like that's the thing. Like when you're a leader, you're
right.
outspoken. And KD's always been, that guy who's quiet. He's just trying to hoop.
Talk to me, baby. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me nice. I'm from another world, baby, yeah. Red way paradise. They think I'm way too cold, cause I put my